Kapimates! Welcome to our second episode on Gender and Development. Buwan ng Buwana. As resource persons for this episode, we are glad to have with us our GAD advocates from DILG Iloilo Province, LGU2 Jennifer T. Canal or Miss Jen, GAD Provincial Focal Person, and LGU6 Arfe N. Malanida or Mang Ping, MLGO of DILG Kimbat. Te, Kapimates, dali na! Mga beta!
Miss Jen, what is gender and development in a nutshell? And what is the role of DILG?
So, gender and development, it is a development perspective that recognizes the unequal status of men and women. Women and men have different development, needs, and interests, which is institutionalized and perpetrated by cultural, social, economic, and political norms, systems, and structure. So, in our department monitors and evaluates if the GAD mechanisms in the local government units are in place. So, this program is based in the Joint Memorandum Circular of the Philippine Commission on Women, DILG, DBM, number 2013-01, entitled Guidelines on the Localization of Magna Carta for Women.
Thank you, Miss Jen.
So, how do I promote? DILG's role as the link of the national government to local government units in the country is a mindset I always present to the local government unit. With the full support of the local chief executive, to most especially to the programs on gender and development, is already a big opportunity for me as MLGO to promote the gender and development programs of our department. First and foremost, as a member also of the different councils in the local government unit, I always make sure to mainstream the gender and development in the discussions and to whatever issues and concerns, feedback of the stakeholders, because the civil society organizations are well represented during meetings. Whatever they present, issues and concerns, it is taken down and note down to be able to be feedback and present it to the local focal person of the municipality on gender and development.
Thank you for that, and as a GAD advocate, what are the challenges that you have encountered in the implementation of the program?
Yes, challenges is just a natural situation in every effort we pursue in the programs of the department. One challenge actually is kalamutan, but actually because gender and development issues and concerns are subjective. It depends on the situation in the locality. And the challenge is actually to identify, is this a gender issue? Is this a GAD concern for the municipality to focus on? No? So, but all these challenges are overcome, and so GAD issues actually are very subjective. So it depends on the LGU on how they focus or they need to focus on that certain matter. And commonly, GAD issues and concerns are misunderstood notion that this is only limited to women and children, when in fact, it should include all gender, no? Not only women, not only children, but also men who have gender issues in the locality. So, but having a good relationship with the local government unit, the personnel, the officials, and most of them, no, especially the mayor, are very supportive in the programs, especially the LGBTQIA+ activities or endeavors. She makes sure that these LGBTQIA plus members represents the councils which they prefer and which they belong to what council there is. So implementation, because LGU Gimbal always find ways and means to implement GAD PPAs. All of this because of their teamwork, the proper channeling of communication, and community participation. That's the bottom line. With the support of the local government unit and the community participation and involvement, it goes a very long way in order to make sure that GAD implementation of programs is materialized.
Ms. Jen, or field officer in God-related.
Okay, so thank you very much for that question. So as a God focal person, so it is important to have strategies in order to make sure that the local government units comply with the GAD mechanisms that was stated in the JMC that I said earlier. So first, during the first quarter of the year, so all deadlines, for example, we prepare, for example, provincial memo in order to remind the LGUs of the deadlines of, the GAD accomplishment reports, the GAD plan and budget, so that they will be guided properly. And second, we also provide technical assistance to LGUs, especially, for example, if they request for resource persons during their training in GAD plan and budgeting, and of course also with the technical assistance in the GAD system. So as we know, the GAD accomplishment report and GAD plan and budget is already encoded in the GAD system. So one of the problems so far that we have encountered is the problem with the encoding in the system. So, for example, the MLGOO would request us to assist the GAD focal person in encoding in the system. So, if, for example, the GAD focal person in the LGU can go to the provincial office, so we can render TA, or vice versa, we can go to the local government unit to render technical assistance in the encoding in the system.
Yes, thank you for that, Ma'am Sins. So, good practices of the LGU is that they ensure the participation of every sector in the community, and during meetings, they made sure that these sectors, especially the LGBTQ IA+, are well represented, no, during meetings. All of the sectors, not only them, all the sectors actually are given the chance, the opportunity to speak out, to be heard, and to voice out. They are being consulted, no, by the local chief executive to what concerns they are fronting or they are facing. And with that, the local government unit also ensures their involvement in every LGU activities. So, and to note, the municipality of Gimbal conduct, especially during December, they hold a one-day activity for sectoral day. No? So all sectors are being represented, and this getting to know or get together event is to familiarize people, to promote camaraderie and rapport in the community, so that both from public and private individuals during the sectoral event is attended, and to familiarize people, of course, in the community, no? And thus, getting to know these people from all walks of life, from different sectors, promote good working relationship in the community. That's why in every LGU activity wherein GAD is mainstreamed, ang implementation of the PPAs, they made sure really actually, no, that's a very good practice of the LGU, is to ensure that they are all represented and involved in every LGU activities. I've been assigned here in the municipality of Gimbal for almost quite some time now, almost 3.5 years. And so I encountered and interfaced with almost all sectors here in the municipality. And what is the most unforgettable experience for me is that I may not know everything, no, about the technicalities of God, but as a support, no, as to the God programs of the LGU, I am also a work in progress. No, I make sure that whatever requests they request for assistance, I facilitate. And even to participate, no, this is the most unforgettable actually. During the sectoral event, wherein I was assigned or tasked to join a dance number together with the LGBTQIA+, wherein even some of the LGU employees, the male, one of the department heads actually wore a dress to express his gender preference, no? And well, because of that instant, you know, DILG, we are DILG, and we're supposed to involve ourselves, whatever situation it is, no? Kumbaga, game kita dapat permi. So, I was involved in a dance number wherein I practice just before the performance. and to be able to dance with the LGBTQIA+ members na instantly with all their dressed up and butterfly attires. With that, no, being together with them ensures that I'm supportive also of the endeavors of the municipality, and to what respect our local chief executive is showing them, of course we are with that, no? And of course I am so grateful, no? It is an immeasurable experience because as a respect given to MLGOs, no, everything goes well with that. And you heard the people say thank you and tell you their stories of how you help them, no? It's a very grateful to my part, and to meet the different kinds of people from all walks of life. Others have uniquely, amazingly unique gender preferences, and bottom line, there is happiness because of what the LGU promotes sa gender and development. And because of this, the domino effect of kindness goes a very long way of endless positivity.
So thank you very much for that question, Lucine. So based on my observation as a God focal person, so I suggest that the LGU should allocate 5% God budget every year, because I have observed that some LGUs have more programs on attribution, not really, they did not really allocated 5% of the budget for the gender and development PPAs. So it will be, it is very important to have a substantial budget for the implementation of the programs, projects, and activities that will solve the gender issue or problem. And second, I also observed that the LGUs does not follow the timeline in formulating, for example, the GAD accomplishment report and the GAD plan and budget. So if they will not follow the timeline for the GAD plan and budgets, so they cannot, this plan and budget cannot be put into the AIP, so there will be no budget for the implementation of the plans and programs and activities. So I really hope and suggest that the LGU should follow the timeline in formulating their GAD plan and budget for the year.
Yes, for the local government unit who is a compliant to this program, they really ensured at this year, no, because there is transition of leadership in this municipality, and the incumbent mayor right now is very supportive with that. So with all the God issues and concerns, they are now on the right track, no? Complying with the mandates of the local government code. And of course, because of women empowerment, the mayor is a woman, a mother, a wife, and a very supportive in the program. Is not a hindrance in implementing the God programs. So with that, they just recently conducted the God orientation and planning workshop in the LGU. This is to ensure, and they are being motivated for the SGLG to become someday a passer. So all of these are being aligned to that direction. If the goal is clear, then the key to success, the direction is also clear for them to follow and to ensure that they comply with all these GOD programs and PPAs. Not only GOD, but everything under SGLG indicators. Thank you.
Before we end this very fruitful discussion, our celebration of the Women's Month. Ms. Jen?
So, I would like to greet everyone a happy National Women's Day. So, as one of the WANA, I would like to encourage everyone that there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. So, according to Miss Michelle Obama. So, I believe that this quote is very true. And as a woman, so we can be, as a woman, we can be mother, sister, daughter, and of course, as also one of the key person in making sure to address the gender and development issues. So thank you everyone.
Welcome to Cafe Tamborong. Cafe Tamborong located at Torreblanca Street, Gimbal, Iloilo. Cafe Tamborong open 7 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock in the evening, Monday to Sunday. Our coffee here in Cafe Tamborong is a mix of Robusta and Arabica produced in 1st District here in Iloilo.
Backtrack lang naman. There you have it, Kapimates. Ma'am Pin Molanida, our MLGOO in the DILG Gimbal, and Miss Jen Elicanal, our God focal person in the province of Iloilo, certified Kapimates.